It's the kind of news that leaves fans stunned and speechless, the kind that sends shockwaves through the music world. A band that once defined an entire generation's rage, rebellion, and raw energy has just lost one of its core members. Limp Bizkit, the iconic nu metal band that reshaped the late 90s and early 2000s rock scene, has announced the heartbreaking death of their beloved bassist, Sam Rivers, at the age of 48. For millions of fans who grew up headbanging to Break Stuff and Nookie, this loss hits hard, because Sam wasn't just a bassist. He was the groove, the pulse, and the soul behind Limp Bizkit's unforgettable sound. Earlier today, Limp Bizkit took to their official social media pages to share the devastating news with their fans. Their statement read, "Today we lost our brother. Sam Rivers passed away peacefully, surrounded by family and loved ones. His spirit will live forever in every groove, every stage, every memory." The message was short, heartfelt, and deeply emotional, the kind of announcement that doesn't just inform, but breaks hearts all over the world. Sam Rivers wasn't just another member of a famous band. He was part of a musical movement that reshaped rock as we know it. When Limp Bizkit first exploded onto the scene in the late 1990s, their unique blend of rap, rock, and raw attitude became a cultural phenomenon. Songs like Rollin, My Generation, and Take a Look Around didn't just dominate the charts. They became anthems of a restless youth who felt unseen and unheard. Behind all that explosive sound was Sam, quietly holding everything together with his thunderous bass lines and stage presence that oozed confidence and power. Born in Jacksonville, Florida, Sam Rivers showed a deep love for music from an early age. Before fame came knocking, he was just a kid who loved experimenting with sounds, driven by rhythm and passion. He eventually crossed paths with Fred Durst, Wes Borland, and John Otto, the men who would later join him to form Limp Bizkit. Together, they created a sound so distinctive, so full of raw energy, that it would soon become the heartbeat of a new musical era. Fans remember Sam for his deep connection with the music. On stage, he wasn't loud or flashy, but his presence was undeniable. His bass lines carried emotion, aggression, and style, while Fred Durst's vocals brought chaos, and Wes Borland's guitar added the madness. Sam's bass was the steady force that grounded the band's chaotic energy. His chemistry with drummer John Otto, his cousin, in fact, gave Limp Bizkit one of the tightest and most recognizable rhythm sections in rock history. Over the years, the band went through ups and downs, fame, controversy, lineup changes, and public scrutiny. But Sam remained a constant force. Even when Limp Bizkit's popularity fluctuated, Sam's commitment to music never wavered. He continued recording, producing, and performing with the same passion that had driven him since day one. Fans admired him not only for his talent, but also for his humility and quiet strength in an industry often dominated by egos and noise. As the news of his death spread, tributes began pouring in from fans, fellow musicians, and friends across the globe. Messages flooded social media, with people sharing old concert clips, photos, and personal stories about how Sam's music had touched their lives. Many described him as the heartbeat of Limp Bizkit, a musician whose contributions often went underappreciated but whose impact was undeniable. One fan wrote, "You could always feel Sam's groove in every track. It's what made Limp Bizkit feel alive." The band's frontman, Fred Durst, reportedly took the news especially hard. Over the years, despite their differences and the turbulence that often came with fame, the bond between the members was deep. They weren't just bandmates, they were brothers who shared countless stages, hotel rooms, and unforgettable memories together. Fred once said in an interview, "Sam and John are the glue. Without that rhythm section, there's no Limp Bizkit." For those who followed Sam's journey closely, his story was one of both triumph and resilience. He faced health challenges in the past, which at times forced him to step back from touring. Yet every time he returned, it was with renewed energy, as if the stage was where his soul truly belonged. That dedication made him a beloved figure not only among fans, but within the entire rock community. The announcement of his passing has left a heavy silence in the world of rock and nu metal, genres that are already missing many of their legends. Fans are now reminiscing about the unforgettable performances that defined their youth, the sweat, The chaos, the moshing crowds, and Sam standing at the back of the stage, holding it all together with effortless cool. What made Sam Rivers so special wasn't just his technical skill. It was the way he connected emotion to every note he played. He didn't need the spotlight. He let his music speak for him. That humility and authenticity are what made him a true artist. In a time when fame often overshadows artistry, Sam remained grounded, focused on what mattered most, the music. Limp Bizkit's legacy will forever be tied to his influence. His bass lines and songs like Rearranged and Boiler are still studied by aspiring musicians who want to understand what made that unique Limp Bizkit sound so powerful. His work shaped an era and continues to inspire young artists today. As the world mourns his passing, fans have turned Limp Bizkit's hits into a form of tribute, streaming their songs and flooding comment sections with heartfelt messages. Many say that listening to the band now feels different, more emotional, more meaningful, because every beat, every groove, every riff is now a memory of Sam's life and artistry. In their tribute, Limp Bizkit ended their message with words that resonated deeply. His spirit will live forever in every groove, every stage, every memory. And that's the truth, because Sam's spirit isn't gone. It lives in every fan who ever found solace in the band's music, in every concert that made people scream, jump, and feel alive. While we may never see Sam Rivers on stage again, his energy, his art, and his passion will live on, not just in the songs he helped create, but in the hearts of those who loved them. The world has lost a legend, but his rhythm will never fade. Because for fans everywhere, Sam Rivers isn't gone. He's just playing a different stage now, one where the music never stops.